You think walking was the safest and best exercise for seniors? It might surprise you to hear it's not the only one, and it's definitely not the best for everyone. Now, don't get me wrong. Walking is a fantastic activity. It's gentle, convenient, and accessible. But as we age, walking alone might not be enough to protect our strength, stability, and independence. In fact, relying only on walking can actually leave out some of the most critical areas of the body, like your core, your balance, and your flexibility. In this video, we're going to cover 5 exercises that are not only safe for people over 60, they're actually better than walking. When it comes to preventing falls, improving circulation, strengthening the body, and keeping your joints moving smoothly. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. You just need a little space, a little time, and the willingness to try something that supports your body in a smarter way. Stay with me to the end, because each of these exercises has a specific benefit that walking simply can't provide. And by the end of this video, you might find yourself saying, why didn't I start this sooner? Let's get started. Number 1, chair squats. Chair squats might look simple, but they're one of the most powerful movements an older adult can do to preserve strength, balance, and independence. The motion mimics something we do every day, sitting down and standing up, but when done intentionally, it becomes a safe and effective lower body workout. What makes chair squats so valuable isn't just the leg muscles they activate, it's the way they train your body to rise safely from low positions. That means less dependence on walkers, railings, or even other people. The thighs, glutes, and hips all work together in a coordinated effort that supports both walking and stability. And when your legs are strong, everything from getting out of bed to climbing a step becomes easier. I knew a man named Harold, 79, who had stopped getting on and off the couch because it felt like such a struggle. His daughter showed him chair squats, and they started practicing together, just a few times a day. Within 2 weeks, Harold was not only sitting and standing with ease again, but also walking more confidently because his legs didn't tremble with every step. The beauty of this movement is that it can be adjusted to fit any level. If balance is a concern, hold on to a counter or walker for support. If strength is limited, start with partial squats. Even just sitting and standing from a firm chair multiple times builds strength fast. It's not about speed, it's about control. Lowering yourself gently, pushing back up with focus, repeating until your muscles say, that's enough for today. Done daily, it can prevent falls, strengthen knees, and even reduce joint stiffness. Walking is great for cardio, but chair squats? They're your secret weapon for mobility. And the best part is, you already have everything you need to do them. A chair, a little space, and your own body. Number 2, wall push-ups. Wall push-ups are one of the most underrated exercises for older adults, especially those who want to keep their upper body strong without stressing their joints. Unlike traditional push-ups on the floor, wall push-ups offer all the benefits without the strain on your back, shoulders, or wrists. With this simple move, you engage your chest, shoulders, arms, and even your core. And for seniors, that means maintaining the muscles that help with everything from carrying groceries to catching yourself if you lose balance. It also helps support posture, which can decline quickly after 60 due to weakness across the upper body. I once met a woman named Brenda, 74, who said, I don't need arm strength. I'm not lifting anything heavy. But after doing wall push-ups for just a month, she noticed she could open jars more easily, push doors without effort, and even felt steadier when walking. It's like everything got easier, she said. And that's exactly what this exercise is designed to do. Here's the beauty of it, it meets you where you are. You stand about an arm's length away from the wall, place your hands on it at shoulder height, and slowly lean forward and press back. It doesn't take long, maybe 10 to 15 reps at a time, but the results build fast. And if regular push-ups feel impossible, wall push-ups offer a perfect entry point. They also encourage alignment. Your head, neck, and spine stay straight. You learn to breathe with movement, and your body builds strength in a low-risk, high-reward way. Some even use countertops or sturdy tables as an in-between step once the wall feels too easy. Wall push-ups don't just help with strength, they help with self-trust. Every time you push away from that wall, you're telling your body, I still have power. I still have control. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, seated leg raises. Seated leg raises may seem too simple to make a difference, but don't let that fool you. This quiet little move is one of the smartest ways to keep your legs strong, your knees stable, and your circulation flowing, all without standing up or risking a fall. The mechanics are straightforward. Sit tall in a firm chair, lift one leg slowly, hold for a second or two, then lower it with control. Switch legs and repeat. That's it. No jumping, no sweating, no complex choreography. Just intentional movement that targets your hip flexors, thighs, and the often neglected muscles around the knees. For seniors who spend long hours sitting or who avoid movement due to pain or fear of injury, this exercise offers a safe entry point back into physical activity. I once spoke with a man named Frank, 82, who hadn't exercised in years. I thought I had to get on the floor or walk outside to make it count, he told me. But once he learned seated leg raises, he started doing them every morning before breakfast. 2 weeks in, he said he could stand up from the couch with more ease and walk longer without his knees aching. That's the kind of small, quiet progress this exercise brings. It also supports better blood flow. As we age, circulation can slow, especially in the legs, and this leads to swelling, heaviness, and even numbness over time. But by lifting and lowering your legs deliberately, you encourage movement inside the vessels. That means less stiffness, better energy, and a lower chance of complications, like blood clots or varicose veins. The real power lies in consistency. Even just 10 repetitions per leg twice a day can add up to surprising improvements. And if you add ankle weights later on, or hold the leg up for longer, you're building resistance too, slowly, safely, and on your own terms. You don't need to leave your chair to build strength. You just need to start where you are and remind your legs that they're still capable of carrying you with confidence. Number 4, water aerobics. There's something truly magical that happens when you step into water, especially as you get older. The pressure on your joints lessens, your body feels lighter, and movements that once felt hard become smooth and almost effortless. That's what makes water aerobics not just a good option, but one of the best exercises for older adults who want to stay active without risking pain or injury. In water, gravity takes a backseat. That means your knees, hips, and spine aren't absorbing the same force they would on land, and yet you're still working your muscles. In fact, the resistance of the water challenges you in every direction. Every lift, every stretch, every little movement works against gentle resistance, helping you build strength, endurance, and even flexibility all at once. I remember a woman named Linda, 76, who had arthritis in both knees and said she hadn't exercised in years because of the discomfort. But after her daughter brought her to a water aerobics class, everything changed. I felt like I had my old body back, she said. And within a month, her pain levels dropped. Her energy rose and even her balance improved on land. Beyond the physical, there's an emotional benefit too. Being in a group class, surrounded by others, often brings laughter, connection, and a renewed sense of purpose. And even if you prefer to go solo, just walking laps in the shallow end or doing gentle leg lifts and arm sweeps can leave you feeling refreshed and strong. Water also supports circulation. It reduces swelling. It helps with breathing. It even lowers blood pressure during the workout. For older adults managing conditions like joint pain, high blood pressure, or recovery from surgery, this kind of exercise isn't just safe, it's therapeutic. And don't worry, you don't need to know how to swim. Most classes are held in water that's waist to chest height. You can hold on to the side, use a flotation belt, or simply follow along at your own pace. So if you've been hesitant to move because of pain, or if you're looking for a way to enjoy exercise again, head to the water. It's never too late to dive into something that helps you feel light, strong, and alive. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, Tai Chi. Tai Chi may be one of the gentlest forms of movement you'll ever try, but don't mistake that softness for weakness. This centuries-old practice is like a slow-motion dance, blending deep, breathing with fluid, deliberate movements that build balance, coordination, and inner calm, all in one. What makes Tai Chi so powerful for older adults is the way it trains both body and mind. As we age, balance becomes a critical concern. One unexpected step, one moment of dizziness, and a fall can change everything. Tai Chi helps retrain your muscles, joints, and brain to move together smoothly, reducing that risk significantly. You're not just working your legs, you're training your nervous system to respond more confidently and quickly. I once met a man named Walter, 80, who said he started Tai Chi just to try something new. What he didn't expect was how it would change his entire outlook. I used to walk like I was afraid of the floor, he said. Now I walk like the floor belongs to me. That shift in mindset, the quiet confidence that comes from being connected to your own movement, is what makes Tai Chi so transformative. There's no pressure to perform, no competition, no mirrors or machines. Just you, your breath, and gentle motion. You can practice Tai Chi standing or even seated if necessary. Some start with just a few movements, lifting an arm, shifting weight from one foot to the other, slowly turning the body like water flowing in a stream. It also improves flexibility, eases joint stiffness, calms the mind. Many who suffer from anxiety, insomnia, or even high blood pressure have found regular Tai Chi helps them rest better and worry less. It's not just physical therapy, it's mental nourishment. And because it's done slowly, Tai Chi invites awareness. You learn how your body moves. You feel your feet, your breath, the subtle shifts of energy. It brings you back into yourself in a way that walking, jogging, or stretching can't quite match. If you're looking for a lifelong movement practice that's gentle, grounding, and deeply rewarding, Tai Chi may be the quiet gift you never knew you needed. Final thoughts. Walking will always be a good thing, but when it comes to protecting your body and staying truly independent as you age, it's just the beginning. The exercises we covered today, chair squats, wall push-ups, seated leg raises, water aerobics, and Tai Chi, each target areas that walking alone can't fully support. They're not only safer for aging joints, but smarter for long-term strength, stability, and overall wellness. So what stood out to you most today? Was it the power of sitting down and standing up with purpose? The surprising benefits of pushing off a wall? Or maybe the realization that gentle movements in water or even in stillness can do more than miles on a treadmill ever could? What matters now is that you choose one. Just one. Pick the one that feels most doable to you. The one that sparks something in your gut, because that's how lasting change begins. Not with big, sweeping plans, but with small, steady steps. You don't need to keep up with anyone else. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stay curious, stay kind to your body. And remember that strength isn't always loud or fast, it's in the quiet repetition. In the way you show up for yourself, one simple motion at a time. Thank you for joining. A 72-year-old man died shortly after eating his usual breakfast. His name was Harold. He wasn't sick. He wasn't doing anything reckless. But that morning, something in his body just didn't cooperate. Within hours, he collapsed, and despite efforts at the hospital, he never recovered. Later, doctors discovered the drink he'd paired with his meal had triggered a dangerous reaction, one that interfered with both his heart medication and his digestion. It wasn't the eggs, it wasn't the toast, it was the drink and how it combined with everything else. Harold's story may sound rare, but it's not. Many older adults mix common beverages with protein-heavy meals like eggs or meats, not realizing that age changes how the body processes food, medication, and stimulants. In this video, we'll explore 5 drinks that seniors should never pair with eggs or meats, drinks that may seem harmless, but can quietly lead to fatigue, blood pressure spikes, or worse. Stay through the end because you'll learn not only what to avoid, but also how to make safer choices that protect your heart, digestion, and energy. These small changes can mean the difference between a good day and a dangerous one. Number 1, grapefruit juice. One of the most common but overlooked drinks that can cause trouble, especially when paired with eggs or meats, is grapefruit juice. While it might seem like a healthy choice with breakfast, grapefruit juice has a unique effect on how medications are processed in the body. For older adults who are on common prescriptions like blood pressure pills, cholesterol medication, or even anti-anxiety drugs, grapefruit juice can block an important enzyme in the gut that helps break those drugs down. When that happens, the medication can build up in your system to unsafe levels, without you even realizing it. You might start feeling dizzy, weak, or unusually tired after a meal, not knowing that the juice is quietly intensifying your medication's effects. And here's the thing, this reaction doesn't always show up immediately. Sometimes it takes days or weeks of regular grapefruit juice intake for the body to reach a tipping point. What's worse, when combined with protein-rich foods like eggs or bacon, your digestion slows down even more, giving the juice even more time to interfere. I knew a man named Frank, 75 years old, who was diligent about taking care of himself. He exercised, took his meds exactly as prescribed, and always had half a grapefruit, or a glass of grapefruit juice with his breakfast. But after a few fainting spells, it turned out his blood pressure medication was building up dangerously in his system, all because of that innocent-looking juice. So if you enjoy eggs or meat in the morning and you're on any medication, check your labels and talk to your doctor. There are plenty of safer fruit juices out there that won't interfere with your meds or your metabolism. A simple swap can make all the difference. Number 2, energy drinks. Energy drinks are often marketed toward younger crowds, but some older adults reach for them when they feel sluggish, especially in the morning. After all, a little boost sounds tempting when you're facing a long day, but mixing energy drinks with high-protein meals like eggs or meats can lead to serious consequences, especially for older adults whose cardiovascular systems are more sensitive. These drinks are packed with caffeine, artificial stimulants, and high levels of sugar or sugar substitutes. When combined with protein-heavy meals, they can spike your heart rate and blood pressure in ways that are difficult for an aging body to regulate. What starts as a harmless sip can trigger an irregular heartbeat, heart palpitations, or even dizziness and nausea shortly after eating. The problem is, protein-rich meals already require more digestive energy to break down. When you add a stimulant on top of that, your body gets conflicting signals, trying to digest calmly while also being forced into overdrive. It's a combination that increases stress on your heart, slows down effective digestion, and leaves you feeling more anxious than energized. There was a woman named Barbara, 68, who had switched from her morning coffee to an energy drink because she thought it was quicker and gave her more clarity. But after a hearty breakfast of eggs, sausage, and toast, she found herself feeling faint and short of breath. Her doctor later warned her that her heart couldn't keep up with the stimulation. Paired with such a heavy meal, energy drinks also have a tendency to mask fatigue instead of addressing the root cause. That makes them especially risky for older adults who may already have underlying issues with sleep, hydration, or medication interactions. If you're looking for a better morning option, stick with water, herbal tea, or diluted juice. These choices support your digestion without overwhelming your system. And remember, if you feel tired, your body may be trying to tell you something. Listening to it instead of silencing it with a stimulant is often the wiser path forward. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, cold milk. Milk may seem like the classic breakfast companion, something we've all been used to since childhood. But when you're over 65 and pairing it with eggs, bacon, or other high-protein meats, the story changes. The issue isn't that milk is inherently bad, it's how your aging digestive system handles the combination. As we get older, our bodies naturally produce less lactose, the enzyme needed to properly digest lactose in milk. This means that even if you never had a problem drinking milk before, you might now experience bloating, cramping, or gas without realizing what's causing it. And when you combine milk with protein-heavy meals, that digestive stress can be amplified. What ends up happening is a sort of traffic jam in your gut. The body works hard to break down the complex proteins in meat and eggs, but the undigested lactose slows things down, causing discomfort, inflammation, and in some cases, long-term digestive fatigue. That can lead to sluggishness after eating or even loss of appetite over time. There's also the issue of iron absorption. Dairy, particularly when consumed in large amounts, can block the absorption of iron from other foods. Eggs and meats are good sources of iron, but when you wash them down with a glass of milk, your body might not get the full benefit. For seniors who are already at risk of anemia or low energy, this becomes more than a small concern. Take Walter, for example, 81, sharp as a tack, and never one to miss breakfast. But he kept feeling full for hours, uncomfortable and lethargic, even when he ate reasonable portions. His doctor suggested switching out his cold morning milk for a warm herbal tea, or just room temperature water. Within a few days, the difference in digestion and alertness was undeniable. So if milk has been a long-standing part of your breakfast, it might be time to reassess. Try removing it for a week and see how your body responds. There's no harm in enjoying dairy occasionally, but when combined with meats or eggs, especially in the morning, it could be doing more harm than good. Listening to your gut, literally, can reveal more than any nutrition label ever will. Number 4, iced tea. It might surprise you, but that tall glass of iced tea next to your plate of eggs or grilled meat could be doing more harm than good, especially for older adults. While iced tea seems light and refreshing, certain compounds in it, Particularly oxalates can interfere with the body's ability to absorb key nutrients like iron and calcium, both of which are crucial as we age. When paired with iron-rich foods like red meat or egg yolks, iced tea can quietly sabotage absorption. You may think you're getting the nutrition your body needs, but a strong cup of tea, especially black tea or concentrated brews, can bind to iron in your digestive tract, keeping it from entering your bloodstream. Over time, this can lead to fatigue, brittle nails, or even shortness of breath due to low iron levels, all without any obvious reason. But that's not the only concern. Many bottled iced teas are loaded with sugar or artificial sweeteners. These spike your blood sugar and can create an insulin roller coaster, especially when consumed with a protein-heavy meal. The result? You might feel energized at first, only to crash an hour later, feeling even more tired than before. There's also the issue of hydration. Despite its water content, tea acts as a mild diuretic. That means it can lead to increased urination, which may leave you dehydrated, particularly when combined with salty meats like sausage, ham, or bacon. Dehydration in older adults can quietly affect memory, concentration, and blood pressure, especially during the hot months when iced tea seems most tempting. I remember George, a 70-year-old neighbor, who drank a tall glass of sweet tea with every lunch. He loved pairing it with steak or roast chicken. But he started having dizzy spells, and tests later revealed he was borderline, anemic and slightly dehydrated, despite thinking he was drinking plenty of fluids. The solution isn't to give up tea entirely, but to be more mindful. If you enjoy tea, try having it an hour after your meal, or choose herbal options, with no oxalates and no added sugar. And remember, water, plain or infused with lemon or cucumber, is still one of the best things you can drink with your meals, especially if you're enjoying meats or eggs. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, fruit juice. Fruit juice might seem like the healthiest drink on the table, especially when it's labeled 100% natural or no added sugar. But when consumed with eggs or meats, especially by older adults, it can quietly create a cascade of issues that most people don't recognize right away. The primary concern lies in the sugar content. Even unsweetened fruit juice, like orange or apple, contains naturally high levels of fructose. When this sugar floods your system at the same time as a protein-heavy meal, it can interfere with your blood sugar balance and cause unexpected spikes. For seniors whose insulin sensitivity may already be reduced, this can contribute to fatigue, weight gain, and long-term blood sugar problems. But that's not all. The acidity in many fruit juices, especially citrus ones like orange, grapefruit, or pineapple, can disrupt digestion. Meats and eggs require strong stomach acids to break down effectively. When you combine those proteins with a high-acid beverage, the resulting imbalance can cause bloating, gas, or even reflux. Over time, this can damage the lining of your stomach or esophagus, especially in older adults who may already be on acid-reducing medications. There's also a chemical interaction to consider. Some juices, particularly grapefruit juice, can interfere with medications, especially blood pressure drugs, statins, and certain heart medications. Many older adults drink juice in the morning alongside their pills and protein breakfast, not realizing they're reducing the effectiveness of the very medicine that's supposed to protect them. One man I knew, Harold, 77, had eggs and toast with a tall glass of grapefruit juice every morning. He was taking medication for high cholesterol, but his levels weren't improving. Only after a nurse flagged the interaction did he switch to herbal tea, and within weeks his labs started to change. Juice can still have a place in your life, but it's best enjoyed on its own, maybe as a mid-morning treat or part of a smoothie with fiber to slow absorption. When you're sitting down for a protein-rich breakfast or lunch, skip the juice and opt for water or a light broth instead. And if you've been struggling with digestive discomfort, unexplained energy dips, or medication that doesn't seem to be working, take a close look at what you're drinking alongside your eggs or meat. The answer might be right there in your glass. Final thoughts, Warren. The story of the 72-year-old man who died after unknowingly combining the wrong drink with his meal serves as a powerful reminder. It's not always the food itself, but what you pair it with that matters most. For seniors, especially those between 65 and 85, small changes in daily habits can make a huge difference. You might be eating the right things, but if you're washing them down with the wrong beverage, you could be setting yourself up for digestive problems, nutrient deficiencies, or worse. So let's quickly review. We talked about 5 drinks, carbonated sodas, energy drinks, cold milk, iced tea, and fruit juice, that may seem harmless, but when paired with eggs or meats, especially in older adults, can disrupt digestion, block nutrient absorption, and even interact dangerously with medications. These are everyday choices that can quietly build up into serious issues over time. But the good news? This knowledge puts you in control. Simply being more mindful of what you drink and when can protect your health, improve your energy, and help you get the most out of every meal. You don't have to give these drinks up entirely, but separating them from high-protein meals or switching to simpler options like water or herbal teas can go a long way in supporting your digestion, circulation, and overall well-being. The most important takeaway here isn't fear, it's awareness. You're not helpless. In fact, you're wiser than ever. With a little thought and the right information, you can keep living well, enjoying your meals and avoiding the quiet traps that catch so many people by surprise. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.